Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy II with Kenny. Last time we travelled to Salamand via Palum and Poft to meet Josef, who is in charge of finding us some mythril so that the rebels of the Wild Rose can fight back against the Emperor. But he wasn't very nice. He was like, I don't believe you. You're basically kids. Go to Summit Falls where some people are being held hostage and rescue them. Maybe then I'll believe you. So that's exactly what we did. I left off saying, I've got to do some stuff to prepare. And we have a bit more gil. Firion, most of his spells are level 3. We've just purchased life for him. All of Maria's black magic is level 3. Guy still has cure level 2 and Minwu still exists. But everybody has the best weapon that they can have based on what we've been using them for. And we're ready to go into Summit Falls. Now, this is the first dungeon of the game. So, I suppose let's get on with it. I'm going to try not to use MP as much as possible. And we'll use it when it's absolutely necessary. Because as you can see, we're doing enough damage with our weapons that it's not a massive problem. So we're just going to go through and see what happens. If we need like dire healing, we've got Minwu. His heals are massive. So it's not too bad. A large stone blocks the passage. Okay, well we can't do anything with that yet then. And if we look at the map, there's the chest up in the top corner there. And down in the bottom corner opposite. But we want to go to those stairs in the south when we're done. The whole point is to collect as much money as possible. There's 200 gil in that chest. Lovely. Slide down that side bit there. Collect this, which is another 400, which puts us up to a nice, neat 1,800. These goblins gotta go. There's goblins everywhere. Our defences are high enough though that we're not taking much damage. Then down we go. Now let's take a look at this. It's quite a tall one. We've got 3 chests in here. One on the bottom there that I'll get last, and then 2 at the top that I need to get before I go down to the bottom there. But then there's 4 doors to choose from, so we'll have a look and see what happens there. North, north, north. For some eye drops. And then here for a high potion. Oh, interesting. The goblins themselves are not powerful. And this chest here is a potion. I seem to have gotten a few of them from the soldiers that pop up randomly. They don't often give gil, but they drop some nice items. Okay, we've got 4 doors. This is empty. They've got extremely high... Any doors that lead to a dead end like that, the room that you're in has an extremely high encounter rate. Which is alright if you've got the tools at your disposal to be able to just manage them. Like I do right now. But later on it might not be so simple. So you've got to pay attention to the doors. I don't know how. To guess the right one. I know that the correct one here is this one on the left. but it's not always the left one. And now we're in basement 3, where there is a chest right down the south there. A room, and then, well, there's 4 doors again, and then a chest to the west. So we'll go south first. South we go to 200 more gil. We've currently got 3,500. And then we'll go up and then back down across the bridge here to collect another 250 gil. We've currently got 4,050, which means we've got plenty to buy the times that I need. But the more money we can get, the better. There we go. And once again, it's the left door. Hey! We know this guy. It's Paul. Firion, it's you. Am I ever glad you're here? This is Joseph's daughter, Nellie. I think that dastardly Borgen's been holding her hostage to threaten Joseph. Princess Hilda told you to bring her back some mythril, right? Well, that's normally where I step in. I figured out that this was where the mythril was coming from easy enough. So I thought I'd get the jump on you guys and nab the mythril before you could get here. Only I messed up and got caught. Me, of all people. Well, I know when I'm in over my head. So long. But don't worry, I'll take everyone here with me. Thanks for saving us. I owe you one. Nice, we've rescued them all. But that's not it. We're not done here. They've all exited, they're absolutely fine. We need to find the mythril. So let's carry on down, I guess. What have we got in here? Chest up the top there. And then there's a door. And a set of stairs. Okay. So we want to get that chest, obviously. Which is a fire tome, and I'm going to give that to Guy. Guy doesn't particularly use magic very much, for me. Yours might be different. For me, he doesn't use magic at all. Not really, not unless it's absolutely necessary. But yours might be your white mage, you might have all of your healing magic. But I'm going to give it to him just in case he comes across an enemy that he needs to use magic for, so it's there. He already has a cure tome, and he will get a life tome as well. But I think I'm just going to give him basic spells, so he'll... I'm not going to pay for them, aside from cure and life, but if I find a blizzard tome and a thunder tome, he can have those as well, but he's not going to have too many spells. I think I'm going to turn him into my... battle buffer, so he'll probably end up with things like haste and whatever spell we get in this game to up strength in combat. So that will be his role within combat, because I can multi-target. I don't have to cast it multiple times. I can just cast it the once, everybody gets the buff, and then we can carry on. I mean, I could cast it multiple times to stack it, because that does happen, but that's not what we're gonna really do. My guide says that the door at the top is not where we want to go. It's another one of those dead ends. So we're gonna just go straight for the stairs, I guess. After we take out these goblins. Bloody things. I realised whilst I was editing like the finales of Final Fantasy 1 earlier on today, that's how far ahead I am in terms of like editing and stuff, because there are so many other things that I do as well. That sometimes I leave battles in, especially when I talk at the beginning, because it's more difficult for me to cut cleanly. So the battles that I think it's nice that I feature some of the random battles as well. So you're not just seeing me run around a dungeon, you're seeing the things that are happening at the same time. It just depends on what I'm talking about, I guess. I think it's quite interesting because I find that sometimes people cut out battles and stuff, and you don't get to see how the mechanics of that work. I mean, to be fair, not a lot of exciting stuff is happening in these battles either. I am just pushing one button and it's going from there. I let you see all boss fights though, so that you can see what's going on there. And that's across everything, really. Except for Pokemon. Pokemon is different because of the Nuzlocke rules. That has to be everything. Okay, so this one here, there is a chest up there. And that's all I've got to go on at the moment. We're going to go across the bridge. And we're going to collect the chest there. And then I'm assuming that we go through the door at the top, maybe? But we'll see. Go across here. That's a long bridge. Green slime. I'm gonna chuck a cure out, and then we're gonna use fire with both Maria and Guy. Maria will probably take them all out in one go, based on... yeah. Easy. I am going to use Guy's cure spell to heal up though, because it saves me on MP in terms of the heavy hitters. Chest here, and it's a monster box. It's our first monster box here. I'm going to... I know that this thing will hit hard, so we're going to cast Protect and Blizzard, and then Guy is just going to hit with everything he's got. And then Minwu can cast Blink as well. 404. Jeez, I wasn't expecting it to be that different, that easy. We got the teleport tome. Oh, that saves me 1,000. Firion can learn teleport there. And then, yeah, we are avoiding this top door here. I'm going back across the bridge. Maria and her magic is just insane. This door here is the one that we want. And that takes us into a room with a guy and a chest. Rebels. Never thought I'd have to deal with your kind down here. Well, if you think you're getting mythril, you'd be right. My mythril blade... My mythril blade straight through your heart. The boss music in this is so strange, but I'm really into it. Once again, we're going to protect everyone. And then we're going to just hit him with fire. We're going to get Minwu to cast a cure. Just to heal everyone up. And then we're going to switch to Firion curing. I'm going to stick a blink on. Just to raise evasion. We'll take him down like this. There he goes. Goodbye, whoever you are. Maria's got some more MP and her magic's gone up. Guy has some more MP, his magic's gone up and his intellect too. Minwu's MP and magic have gone up as well. And we've got 300 gil right in our pockets. And there we go. We've got the mythril. I'm going to meet you outside. I'm going to run out. I know I can use teleport. Ooh. Yeah. I'm going to use teleport actually. So that you can see. Firion now has 13 HP. Heal him up with his own cure spell. Why not? I could have used Minwu's, but I decided not to. And now we need to get back to... I'm going to go to Salamand, and I'm going to go see Josef, just to see if he's okay. Yes, I am using teleport. I'm trying to level it up because I think the higher level it is, the less HP it takes when I teleport out of a dungeon. Right, let's heal up in Salamand. 159 gil? Ugh. And then we'll go and purchase the spells that we need. I want 2 life tomes and I want the warp tome. Here we go. Let's go see Josef. Oh, that's not Joseph's house. There he is. You'd better get that mythril back to Altair. Princess Hilda is waiting for you. Okay, let's go speak to his daughter Nelly. Thanks for saving me. You're welcome, Nelly. Okay. Now that we know that we can just go round, let's go round that mountain instead. I think we're going to have a lot of backwards and forwards in terms of like leveling up spells and stuff. I'm not sure I've ever had a spell over level 10. I think level 10 is the highest I've gone, but I know it goes up to like 16 or 17 or something. But who knows? I certainly don't. Either way, we're going round this mountain because it's just quicker. If we go round the mountain, then we'll get back to Finn faster. Not Finn, Altair. We could have used the airship to go back there. We could have gone to Poft and caught the boat back from Poft to Paloon. But I feel like walking might be better for us at this point. Over the lake. And there's Altair. Here we are. Back to Altair, where I'm going to use the inn once more. This time for 36 skill. We didn't do a lot of fighting. We didn't lose a lot of health. It's fine. There we go. We need to go to the weapon shop now. We're not... Well, I mean... I'm going to go see what Hilda says, because I don't think I ever have. I've never presented her with a mythril. I know that the weapon shop is where we have to take it. The Empire also suffered heavy losses at the Battle of Finn. They're building the Dreadnought in Bafsk to help compensate for those losses. The Empire is using the people of Bafsk to build the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought itself is a massive, heavily armed airship. I'm going to ask her about the airship. She's probably going to tell me about Sid. A man named Sid, the former captain of Finn's Order of the White Knights, built an airship. It's a ship that sails the skies. But the airship captivated him, body and soul, and soon he left Finn. We are poorer for his absence. I am told he now lives in Poft, granting travellers passage on his airship for a price. He then uses this money to make further renovations on his airship, or so the story goes. I'm pretty sure we've had that conversation before, but never about the Dreadnought. Oh, actually, I didn't present her with the mithril. You found the mithril! Now we'll finally be able to fight the Empire on equal footing. Please take the mithril to Tobal, the town blacksmith. I'm certain he'll be able to use it to make you some magnificent weapons. Perfect. And we have some money as well. So, let's go to the weapon shop. What could you want with me? I'm just an old man. Here, have the mithril. Haha, that's mithril! I've been waiting for the chance to work this metal for as long as I can remember. Alright, leave the rest to me. Swords, armour, you name it. I'll start crafting. It's been too long since I let my hammer ring. You can buy the equipment I made over at the shop counter. This will keep my hands full, I'll tell you that. Yeah. There's a new guy here who sells all the mythril stuff I could possibly want. So I'm going to buy a mythril spear and a mythril sword, and I'm going to give them straight to... Firion. Sell off my javelin and my longsword, because I don't need them anymore. Which gives me 2,000 to have a look at armors and stuff, because I'm sure I can buy mithril stuff now. Yeah, mithril shield for Guy. That's everything I can buy for the time being. And now we have to head to Bafsk. But we're going to make a pit stop in Poft, because I want to talk to Sid about the Dreadnought. He might know. Right, let's heal up. Now that we're here in Poft, let's speak to Sid and ask him about the Dreadnought. That oversized garbage scow. Airships aren't about how big you build them. Airships are all about what they can do. Okay, so it's massive. Now we need to travel to Bafsk, which is on the other side of this mountain range here. I am going to walk there again. Because we can always use the money. Forever able to use the money. And the more money we have, the more we can buy later when we reach a space where there's new stuff that can be purchased. And while we're in a space where everyone's just attacking, everyone's gaining strength and stuff. And there's the Dreadnought there, in that little section there. And here's Bafsk. I want to right away go to the magic shop, because there are spells that I can look at, I guess. Asuna is the only one that I want, because Basuna clears things like confusion and sleep, but they wear off on their own. What I want is Esuna, because that can heal things like poison, but only in battle. It doesn't really do much outside of battle. That's really the only one I want. I might pick up Silence later as a way to stop spellcasters from firing magic spells at me. And then to speak to this guy. Hello. General Borgen took command of things in Bafsk a short while ago. Things have gotten much easier than they were under the Dark Knight. It's hard to believe a bumbling idiot like Borgen could become a general in the Imperial Army. Oops, you didn't hear that. I'm going to ask him about the Dreadnought. So you're the ones they've sent to destroy the Dreadnought. Don't worry, I'm on your side. There's an entrance to the sewers up ahead. It's a back way leading to the Dreadnought. Be careful. If they see us talking, they may start to get suspicious. So I'm out of here. Good luck. And he's gone. Which means that we have another dungeon to go to. It's quite a short one from the looks of it. Yeah, it looks like quite a short one, so we'll go down it and we'll do this one. Oh, listen to that music. There's a chest just up the top of this section here, and then there's a chest just before the stairs. So we're going to just walk on through this bit. Zombies? Just white magic work on them. We'll never find out. A longsword that nobody's gonna use. Yeah, let's try it out. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. White magic does hurt them. Thank goodness. That wasn't something that happened in the first game, but it is now. Oh, it couldn't blow itself up, thank goodness. Self-destruct hurts. Down and round. We want to stay in the poopy water. So we're in the sewers of Bafsk. And all I'm doing right now is just leveling up their weapon skill, because their weapon skill is going to be important later. For the longer dungeons. I can spend time raising their magic outside of a town later and off screen, I guess. I mean, I could do their weapon skills off screen too. But what I don't want to do is get too overpowered. So I'm trying to raise their weapon skills while they're in a while they're in dungeons and stuff, and then we can raise their magic skills while they're travelling to and from. Oh, their self-destruct is not working. Which works for me. A longbow in here. I already have a longbow, so we're not dealing with that. Okay, what's going on here? It's just a long trek. Okay, round. I don't think there's like there's not an upgrade to the characters in this one. Like in Final Fantasy 1, we have to go through a major trial and collect the rat's tail to get the upgrade. there's not one for it in this one because the characters are already fully fleshed out. Like, they're not just blank slates that I've put personality onto. They already have their personalities and stuff. So I'm trying to think whether the ultimate weapons exist in this one. Because they'll give like a huge boost. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've played Final Fantasy II. Hello? You're too late. The Dreadnought is complete. I've been working behind the scenes to see the project through to completion. End your resistance. Kneel before your Emperor. It is the only alternative left to you. Consider what I've said. When the time comes, we will meet again. Well, that's rude. Looks like you came all this way for nothing. See for yourselves. Excuse me? Hoft? Haloom? No, Hoft and Haloom have been... That's awful. Now what are we gonna do? Haha. Guy's strength is way up. He's so strong. What's... Oh, there's a chest in here. You found a pass in the chest. That'll probably be important later. Leave? Yeah. I don't want to stay in here. Use the teleport pad. Takes us out to Bask, where we can now go back in. Because I've got plenty of money, and I'm going to go and pick up the Asuna Tome. And I'm going to buy one. Give it to Firion. And then that is where we're going to leave it today. As always, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, bye!